In this video, I'll show you my 3D printed robot arm base. It has two axes, one for rotating at the bottom and one for tilting. This is a new design that's more stable and can be used with all of my previous gears. A key feature is the various ball bearings integrated into the 3D printed parts. The 6mm steel balls can simply be pressed in. As we go on, I'll show you the assembly of the robot arm. One important point is that I've greased all the parts to simply reduce friction. For the first stage of the robot arm, I decided to go with the split ring gear. However, the Planetary Gear would have been possible here as well. If you want to learn more about my different gears, check out my other videos. The only special feature of the first gear, and only in this first stage, is an additional ball bearing on the outside of the gear. As you can see here, the normal one doesn't have this. That's intended to maximize stability since we're dealing with 3D printed parts, and I wanted to have as little tolerance as possible, especially in the base. The output of the first stage of the gear thus runs smoothly on the ball bearings and can be screwed together with the entire gear assembly. This is what the output of the first stage looks like, with various mounting points to accommodate different other projects of mine. Here's where the extra gear mount comes into play, which provides more stability and distributes the forces pressing on or pulling at the gear more evenly. Now I'm starting to assemble the second stage, beginning here with the bracket that can hold the gearbox and provides all the additional mounting points. Now that everything is screwed together, I'm installing a Planetary Gear here with a NEMA 23 motor already mounted. I'm using 5 mounting points here now. Theoretically, more would be available, but for the tests I'm going to run, these 5 are enough. After the gear is screwed in place, we'll prepare the output of the second stage. I'm adding ball bearings here to ensure that the second stage output sits smoothly on the gear and the force is distributed. Additionally, the ball bearings are secured with another screw to simply transfer the load onto the metal. After the output is prepared, it can be placed onto the Planetary Gear of the second stage and screwed on. Here you can see once again how the ball bearings run on the gear. The output is initially screwed on at just 5 points. And then an additional cap is placed on top and screwed down at the remaining 4 points. Now we're almost done, and we just need the final connector. It has a ball bearing on one side that can now be pressed onto the cap that we screwed on earlier. On the other side, it can be screwed to the output of the second stage or to its bracket, giving us maximum stability and support on both sides. Here I now have the completed robot arm base, with 2 axes clamped in my vise to make it easier to test. The first axis can now rotate the entire arm along the Z axis, and the second arm can accordingly tilt and lower the whole thing. I also just tested the strength a bit by pushing against it. I've measured the exact force of the gears in other videos. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel.